Israel has intensified its assault on Gaza City, both from the air and on the ground, as diplomatic tensions mount. The offensive escalates while U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio visits Jerusalem and reaffirms U.S. support for Israel's objective of eliminating Hamas. The military campaign seeks to seize control of Gaza City. Israeli officials say their goal is to root out Hamas fighters and infrastructure. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinian civilians remain in the city, many sheltering in damaged or destroyed buildings. Thousands have fled south following evacuation orders, but many are unable to leave. Witnesses report that bombing on Tuesday was relentless, with homes destroyed and people trapped under rubble. In many areas, rescue operations were delayed by continuing strikes. Hospitals are overwhelmed, and essential services such as water, sanitation, and medical relief are collapsing under the pressure. In Jerusalem, Rubio met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Israeli President Isaac Herzog, offering strong backing to Israel's military operations. He stated that the United States will continue to support Israel while still hoping for a peaceful resolution. Rubio emphasized that Israel must prepare for the possibility that diplomacy will not succeed, calling Hamas a threat that must cease to exist as an armed organization. He also urged Qatar to continue its mediating role, even as recent Israeli strikes and intensified combat have put negotiations under strain. Humanitarian organizations and the United Nations have issued warnings about the scale of the crisis. They point to famine, displacement, and the destruction of civilian infrastructure as risks that are rapidly worsening. Aid agencies are struggling to deliver supplies under bombardment, while Gaza's hospitals face shortages of equipment, electricity, and medical staff. Local health authorities reported dozens of deaths in recent strikes, including on residential homes and makeshift shelters. A 16-floor building on the city's western side was flattened only hours after a warning was issued to residents to evacuate. Israeli officials said the building was being used for Hamas operations. At the same time, Israeli tanks have begun advancing into Gaza City in coordination with aerial strikes. Palestinian media describe repeated bombardments across multiple districts, leaving civilians with no safe refuge. The humanitarian cost continues to rise as ceasefire talks falter. The situation now hangs on both the pace of Israel's ground offensive and the effectiveness of regional diplomacy, with U.S. and Qatari involvement shaping the next steps in the conflict.